In our last class, we studied that how to write the chemical formulas to chemical equation. Okay, I gave some homework. I think you all solved, but some of you are in some confusion. Now, before going to our main topic, I will clarify those doubts. One example, that is aluminum sulfate. Aluminum sulfate. Okay, I think you all have the valence chart. Okay, refer that valence chart and write the formula of aluminum sulfate. The aluminum, the valence, the formula is Al and the valence is plus 3 and the sulfate is SO4 2 minus. Some of your friends convert this formula to, convert this equation to formula as SO4 like this. Okay, this one is completely wrong. Because of that, during writing, first write Al, the valence is plus 3, and then write SO4, take a bracket. Okay, take a bracket for this SO4, then write minus 2 and plus 3. Now cross your charges. Okay, hence it becomes Al2 SO4 thrice. Okay, this one is a correct notation for aluminum sulfate, but this one is wrong. Okay, hence during writing such formulas, you should take a bracket for SO4 because this 3 is valid for both oxygen and sulfur. When you write it like this 3 indicates only this is valid for this oxygen, but that is wrong. Hence you should write the bracket for such formulas. Okay, I will send all the homework, means correct answers, in your group. After that you will check. Okay, then the next one, chemical equations. In last class I started with the chemical equation. We have two type of chemical equation. One is chemical equation with the word and another one is chemical equation with the formula. Okay, now take a chemical equation in word and chemical equation in formula. Then what it indicates? Chemical equation in a word, chemical equation in word and a chemical equation in formula. And chemical equation formula. Okay, then the chemical equation in word indicates the notation, means writing of chemical equation in terms of word. It is a chemical equation in terms of word. Just to take an example, magnesium plus oxygen. I will write here. Before that, example for chemical equation in word is magnesium plus oxygen. Magnesium plus oxygen, it gives magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. This is a chemical equation in terms of word. Okay, but how to convert this chemical equation in terms of formula? Because of that, you substitute what is the magnesium, what is the oxygen, and what is the magnesium oxide. Then when you convert from word to equation, it becomes, what is the formula of magnesium? It is nothing but Mg. Okay, separate reactants by plus charge. Okay, reactants or products, whatever it may be, separate these reactants or the products by the plus charge and separate reactants and products by this arrow mark. Okay, that's magnesium plus oxygen. In last class I explained that some of your atoms, oxygen, fluorine, nitrogen, hydrogen, bromine, iodine, fluorine, these all should be present in such form, that is O2, F2, N2, H2, Br2, I2, F2. Okay, don't write only O here. If you write only O, this is wrong, because these atoms are present in a diatomic form, not in the monatomic form. Whenever you have only single atom, oxygen, then you should write O2. Means when magnesium is react with the oxygen, that is O2, it produces magnesium oxide. Okay, I think you all have your valency chart. Okay, then write the magnesium. Magnesium means Mg, oxide means oxygen. Okay, now write the your valencies. What is the valency? Mg 2 plus O 2 minus. Both have same magnitude, hence the charges becomes neutral, hence it becomes MgO. This is the conversion from word equation to formula. That is, magnesium is react with oxygen, produce magnesium oxide. That is nothing but Mg is react with water, it produce MgO. Sometimes it gives like this is one example. Yes, in your exam they give, what do they give? When sodium is react with the sodium metal is reacts with water, it produce sodium hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen. With the liberation of hydrogen gas. During this time, you first convert this equation to word equation. Okay, word equation means first read this. When sodium means it is a Na, sodium metal, that is Na. When sodium metal is react with the water, it is nothing but H2O. When sodium metal is react with water, what it produce? Sodium hydroxide. Okay, in your valence chart I mentioned sodium means Na, hydroxide means OH. And what is the valence of Na? Plus 1. Valence of OH is minus 1. Hence both are magnitude of both are same. Hence it becomes electrically neutral. Then with the liberation of hydrogen gas, that is H2 gas. How you indicate gas? By using upwards arrow mark. Okay, this is the conversion from this to this formula. Okay, sodium metal is react with the water, with it produces sodium hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay, sometimes before converting to directly to formula, before that you should write like this: sodium plus water, it gives sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Okay, this one is sodium plus water plus sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Then only you convert from this to this one. This is the conversion from word equation to chemical formula. Okay, in this case the equation is not balanced. Okay, how to balance and why you should balance, we will study in the next topic. Okay, I hope you all understand how to convert from word equation to this formula. Yes. The next topic, that is balancing the chemical equation. Okay, the next topic, balancing chemical equation. Okay. Balancing chemical equation. Balancing chemical equation. Okay. First, I gave an example. When magnesium is react with oxygen, it produces MgO. Now, this one is reactant side and this one is product side. Okay, according to the balanced chemical equation, the number of reactants on reactant side should be equal to the number of products, means the number of atoms in the reactant side should be present in the number of product side. Both the number on reactant should be equal to number on the product. Just check this one. Take this one is as LHS and this one as RHS. Okay. Now write what are the elements or atoms present in reactant side. That is Mg and O. Okay. Then the number of Mg on LSH is 1 and number of oxygen on LSH 2. The number of Mg on RSH is 1 and number of oxygen is also 1. Now count the number of elements on LHS, right, left hand side, that is 1 magnesium and 2 oxygen, but RHS, that is 1 magnesium and 1 oxygen. Is both are equal here? Okay, magnesium is equal, but what about oxygen? It is not equal. Hence the given equation is not balanced. During this time you should balance all equations, because we know that law of conservation of mass. Okay, what is the law of conservation? 3. Is according to law of conservation of mass, mass neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can convert from one form to another form. According to that, mass on reactant side should be equal to the mass on product side. Okay, if it is imbalanced, means the mass of reactant side if it not equal to mass on product side, hence that is not a valid chemical equation. To obey the law of conservation of mass, we should balance our chemical equations. Okay, then in the previous I gave an example, that is Mg is reacted with O2 and it produce MgO. In this case, mass on reactant side is different than mass on product side, or the number of elements or number of atoms on reactant side is different from the number of atoms or elements from the product side. Because of that, we should call it as a unbalanced chemical equation. Why it is unbalanced? Because it not obey the law of conservation of mass. Because of that, in our balanced chemical equation, you should balance to obey the law of conservation of mass. Now we will study how to balance the chemical equations. Then the next one, balancing chemical equation or balanced chemical equation. Now I write one example when Mg is reacted with the some other. When calcium is reacted with the H2SO4, when calcium is reacted with the sulfuric acid, it produces a calcium sulfate with the liberation of H2 gas. Okay. Now check the number of atoms on reactant side should be equal to on product side, or it to obey the law of conservation of mass or not. Okay. Then what are the elements present? Calcium, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. This is LHS, this one is RHS. The number of calcium on LHS is 1, on RHS is also 1, hydrogen 2 and they are also 2, and what about sulfur? It is 1, they are also 1, and what about oxygen? Here it is 4 and here also it is 4. Now count the number of calcium also same, hydrogen same, sulfur same and oxygen same. Hence it is under the law of conservation of mass. This is the balanced chemical equation. Okay, it is already in the balanced state, but sometimes some equations are not balanced. During that time you should balance by taking some steps. Okay. Yes, the next one, the balancing the chemical equation. Just to take one example. Okay, in the previous example, that is the example for that when calcium is reacted with the sulfuric acid, it produces a calcium sulfate with the liberation of hydrogen gas. That's the example for balanced chemical equation. Sometimes the equations are not balanced. During that time, you should balance your chemical equation. Just take one example. Yes, in exam they give like questions like this. Write the balanced chemical equation for the reaction when steam is passed over heated iron to form magnetic iron oxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay. During this time you should write this question to first one word equation. Okay, the first step, write this question to word equation. How you write to word equation? Read this one. Chemical equation. Write the balanced chemical equation for the reaction when steam. Steam is nothing but what? It is the water. Steam is nothing but water. Steam is nothing but water. It is the gaseous state of water. Hence you should write H2O in the presence of gas. Okay, means steam is passed over heated iron. Iron is nothing but Fe. Iron is nothing but Fe. Means when Fe is react with H2O. Before that, write like this. How? Iron plus steam. Iron plus steam. It produces magnetic black. Magnetic iron oxide. Magnetic iron oxide plus hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. This is the first step. That is, iron is react with steam. It produces magnetic iron oxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Sometimes we call it as a magnetic black. Okay, why we call it as a magnetic black? I will explain in the next step. Then this is the first step. In second step, convert this word equation to formula. Iron means Fe. Steam means again it is a water, but it present in the gaseous state. Okay, and it produces magnetic iron oxide. Magnetic iron oxide is composed of two chemicals. That is nothing but, we know that the iron may be present in +2 form or iron may be present in +3 form. That is FeO and Fe2O3. When FeO is combined with Fe2O3, it produces Fe3O4. That is nothing but magnetic iron oxide. Hence you should write magnetic iron oxide as the Fe3O4. Okay. Generally, the magnetic iron of such chemical is not formed generally, but when you mix these two, it produces magnetic iron oxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. This is the conversion from word equation to what a chemical formula. Now our main topic, that is how to balance. To balance that, you should make a table. Okay, I will drop and write it in the neat form. Our equation is when Fe is react with the H2O, that is gaseous state, it produces Fe3O4 with the liberation of H2 gas. Okay, this is magnetic black or iron magnetic oxide. We will call this as by both names. Okay, now take this one as LHS. Reactant side as LHS and product side as RHS. Okay, make a table. Now write the name of element. Name of elements or elements present. Okay. This one is LHS, that's in the RHS. What are the elements that are present? Fe, H and O. So what are the numbers of Fe here? Here it is 1, here it is 3. Here hydrogen is 2, but here also it is 2. And water oxide, here it is 1 and here it is 4. the chemical equation is balanced now? No, it is unbalanced chemical equation because it not obey the law of conservation of mass. Then by using some numbers you should balance. How you balance? First take any one. First take any one of these elements. First balance only one, then followed by other. Number of iron here LHS is 1 and number of iron in RHS is 3. How many is required to LHS? Means 2 more. Hence multiply it by 3. When you multiply this by 3, it becomes 3. Yes or no? Here it is 3 and here it is 1. To make both same, multiply this by 3 and it becomes 3. Yes. In the LHS side, you multiply the 3. Because of that, write 3 to Fe. Because to Fe you multiply 3, hence you write 3 here. Now it is balanced 3 and 3. Now check the hydrogen is already balanced. What about oxygen? Here it is 4 and it is 1. Then multiply it by 4 and it becomes 4. Okay. Where I multiply to oxygen in the LHS side. Hence you write the 4. Okay. 4 oxygen and here also it is 4 oxygen. But what about hydrogen now? 4 2s are 8. It becomes 8. But what about here? It is 2. How you balance? In LHS side it is 8. In RHS side it is 2. How you balance? Multiply it by 4. 2 into 4 it becomes 8. Now it is right 4 here. Now check the number of elements on LHS and RHS. Fe, H and O. How many Fe are present here? Here it is 3 and here also it is 3. And what about hydrogen? 4 2s are 8 and here it is 4 2s are 8. Now oxygen is 4 and oxygen is 4. Now it is balanced and hence it obey law of conservation of mass. Now we call it as a balanced chemical equation. This is the method of balancing chemical equation. After practicing, no necessity of writing such tables. Okay. Till practicing, you should write a table like this. After practicing, directly you should write in this form. Okay. This is one example. Then the next one, write the balanced chemical equation for nitrogen is react with hydrogen, it produces ammonia. Okay. Hence, first you should write a nitrogen. Okay. When you have the nitrogen, you should write like this N2. Okay. And it is react with the H2. Hydrogen is also diatomic. Hence, write H2 and produce ammonia. One is nothing but NH3. Okay. In your valence chart, I gave N is -3 and H is +1, hence it become NH3. This is not a ionic compound. This is a covalent compound. Okay. The previous examples are ionic compound, but this one is covalent compound. How to write the covalent compound? I will discuss in further chapters. Okay. This is our equation from word to chemical equation. Now write down LHS and RHS. What are the elements? Nitrogen, hydrogen are the two elements. Number of nitrogens here, it is 2 and hydrogen also 2. And number of nitrogen here is 1, here it is 3. Okay. First balance any 1. Okay. Here it is 2 and here it is 3. How you add? How will you balance? Take any one, nitrogen is 2 and here it is nitrogen is 1. Okay, multiply it by 2 and it becomes 2. That's where you multiply to the n, hence write 2. Okay, now count the number of hydrogens. 2 3s are 6, it becomes 6. How many hydrogens are present? 2 and it is 6. How you balance? By multiplying it by 3. 2 3s are 6. Yes, here 3 multiplied by 3. 3 2s are 6. Now it is balanced. Check once again. The number of nitrogen on LHS is 2. On RHS it is 2. Hydrogen is 6 and here also it is 6. Now it is balanced. It obeys the law of conservation of mass. Okay. I will send some homework to you. If you not understood this topic, I will clarify in the next class. Okay, thank you.